Okay, ladies, don't forget, clean your rice. Okay? Now let's use warm water. You get more out when you do the warm water. It really makes that starch to that rice get out of there. Okay, so I'm cleaning my rice. And I'm doing a little small rice because it's just me and my kiddos. And my son won't eat this rice because it's going to have jalapeno in it. So my daughter will be enjoying this and I'll be enjoying this. He's going to enjoy those ribs. Alright, and just keep making sure you clean your rice as always, as I tell you ladies. Alright, I'm going to let that sit in that water for a little bit. Alright, so let's jump over here. Okay, so of course I'm using jalapeno because I'm doing a spicy, delicious rice. And it's going to be so good. I want to layer it inside my crown, a beautiful plating. So please stay tuned for that with all these clips. Do not go nowhere. Alright, so of course you want to clean out your peppers. You want to make sure you get all those stems out, especially the seeds, because it will be super, super hot if you leave all that on there. So make sure you clean them very good, just like this. I'm only using one, about 4 inches of pepper. Take the hat off, take the butt off. Make sure you take all that off, clean it very good. And I'm using yellow cooking onion. Okay? I'm only using one, again, because I'm doing a very small rice. But if you was to make this type of rice that I'm making, you would, for a bigger family, of course, you would add in more onion and more jalapeno if that's your choice. So I'm making a hot rice today with that beautiful ribs. It's going to be so good. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start the chopping up. Get this into my beautiful, lovely rice. And the simple seasonings that I'm using for my rice, I'm doing a brown rice, okay? So I'm using salsón, of course, and I'm also using the caldo de pollo, okay? And I'm just making a nice little brown rice. Now remember, I'm only doing a small pot, so I'm doing 1 cube of this. If I can get it out. Okay, so I'm doing 1 cube of that. And I'm only doing 1 packet of salsón. I actually just took this out my pantry because I'm using one hand. So yeah, I'm only using one of those. All right, guys, and it's gonna be a brown rice. Like I said, I don't want it to be yellow rice or a red rice. I want it to be a nice brown, so it can look very beautifully with that beautiful crown ribs rack. Cannot wait. All right, and then we're gonna get to how I do the potatoes. Your girl. Delicious meal today on this lovely Tuesday. And don't forget my puree around my rib racks. You don't want to miss it, guys. Okay, guys, I wanted to give you a little glimpse of the beans. They're organic Goya beans, chickpeas. So good. And these are organic. So I do leave the little bit of nice water that's in there. Okay. Delicious. This is what we're using. We're doing a nice chickpea jalapeno onion rice. All right, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and start this up. I'm gonna show you how I throw everything in very quickly. Okay, ladies, and again, if you cannot see your rice, then your rice is not clean enough. So make sure you can see your rice through the water. That's how you know it's really clean. All right, now the jalapenos, I'm doing big slices like this, okay? I'm not chopping it up because I don't want it to, if you chop it up smaller is what I'm saying, it'll be a more harsh hot into your rice. So depending if you want that. I want it to get a nice touch to the rice. I want it to be a little hot, not too hot. So the trick is, do not do little dices, do longer pieces. And you'll see after it's all done, you'll see, and once you get that taste, you'll see it's a perfect jalapeno rice. All right, so that's a trick. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm going to add in my oil first. Okay, now this is that organic oil. Okay, just about a 1/3, less than a 1/3. And you want to quickly add in a little bit of water. And the reason for that, because as you know, olive oil, any kind of olive oil you use, you can't just let it sit on a high heat. You have to add in some of that water and mix it right away. All right, and I'm going to add in my jalapenos. Excuse excuse me, and my onion. I'm already getting a call from the jalapenos. And there's no step to this, just add everything in. The most important thing, once you put your olive oil in, you put your water in right away. That is the most important thing. Okay, throw in your caldo de pollo, 1 packet of sazon. Simple ingredients, y'all, that's all you need. And you may also add in a pinch of salt, just to give it a nice little kick, just a little pinch. Little pinch, there we go. All right, okay, so you want to make sure you mix that all up, of course. Give it a nice little mix and let everything marinate. And go ahead and you can push down on that caldo de pollo so that gets nice and marinated as well. And you want to let this sit for about a good 5 minutes while that gets nice and hot before you add in your rice. However, don't forget those chickpeas, so good. And those of you that know, I love chickpeas. I absolutely love these so much. I do so much with chickpeas. Please check out my uploads. They are so good for you, and I love them. All right, so 5 minutes, and then we're gonna throw our rice in, and that's it for this jalapeno rice. Very simple. 1, 2, 3 ingredients. Now let's get to the potatoes. Okay, guys, now you wanna throw in your lovely rice. Okay, guys, so you're gonna get your green onion. Okay, we're gonna do the potatoes very quickly, and you want to make sure that you dice these very smallly. Okay. Okay, we're gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna grab some more. This is just a little bit for now. I'm just gonna give you a brief little way you cut these. Just cut them just the normal way how you would dice everything. Okay, then put them to the side. Because these, my friend, are going to go right on top of those lovely potatoes. Alright, so I'm going to cut a little bit more here. And I like getting right down to the root of the beautiful scallion here. This lovely green onion, yes. That's where the real flavor is at, in the root. Alright, okay, that's good. Alright, guys, so beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. As I said, I'm gonna lay them in front of you. Look how beautiful. Okay, this is what they should look like. Make sure you clean them out real good. All right, I'm gonna push those aside, and I'm gonna show you exactly how I cut those. I cut the butt first on both sides, and I leave the skin on, guys, and then I hit the middle. Very simple. 1, 2, 3. All right, so here's my pan. I'm gonna throw this. Again, we're cooking with olive oil. I've been cooking with olive oil this week. We're trying to make it a little healthy, and canola oil as well. Those are the 2 things I use in my kitchen. All right, so I say about 2 tablespoons in the bottom. All right, and you want to put some of the scallions in the bottom, just like that. That's pretty. I don't know if you can see that. La 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 la. And mix it up. Get your salt, pepper. We're going to use these 2 little guys because the holes are really nice and big. Okay, so some pepper in there, some salt. Very pretty. All right. Then we're going to go ahead and throw our potatoes. Very simple. Very simple. Just throw them in. Doesn't matter which way you lay them in. Either or way is fine. Because we're going to stack these babies up in here. So I do some up, some down as far as the butt ends of the potato. Just like that. You make sure you shake that really good. And again, you're going to repeat. You're going to repeat and put scallions on top. Salt, pepper, just a little bit. You want to go a little bit on the top because we already put a lot in the bottom. So you're going to do a little bit on the top. And where's my pepper? A little bit in the... And this is so quick, so delicious. And don't forget, guys, you got to put some salted butter on here too, or any butter you have in your kitchen is fine. I'm using salted butter because I'm going a little ham today on this meal. So we already used the salted butter into that beautiful lovely crown, and all you want to do is just put like a couple teeny little pieces and spread the love on the potatoes with the butter. right, guys, and we're gonna go ahead and shoot for my puree now, and that's pretty much it. Your girl, look at that. Beautiful prepping. 1, 2, 3. This is how you do it, ladies. All right, your girl. Okay, guys, so now we're gonna start our puree, okay? And as I showed you earlier, we have pure honey. Okay, so make sure you use the pure honey. As simple, it doesn't matter what can of applesauce you have in your pantry, it's perfectly fine. And then, of course, this is a dressing, y'all. This is a simple dressing. It's a marinated dressing. It's sesame ginger, and that's all you need for this. Now, yeah, I do add a little bit of salt and pepper again. And I have a little Glock, I should say a little Glock, a little square, kind of funky square sugar. Use real Domino's sugar for this, okay, when you do a puree. So yes, you want to add in, to give it a nice little blend, and with the honey and everything, you want to make sure you add in a little bit of salt and pepper and sugar, okay? So I always do that towards the end, so I apologize for that. I'm making sure you guys get all the ingredients here. Okay, so of course you want to just mash all this in, and basically all we do is warm this up, and I saved this for last because when I warm this up, this is going to go right around the beautiful crown rib racks. So good. Okay, a little pinch of salt and some pepper. So good. And you're going to add in, I'm going to get my little measuring cup here. Now, it depends, like I said, your family size, how much of this puree that you're making. All right, so I'm going to do a 1/3 of everything because I want a nice sauce here. I want a nice sauce around that whole rib rack. And that rib rack is going to serve about 6 people. So, and your honey. Yes, look at that. Beautiful honey. Yummy, yummy, yummy. One of my favorite things I put in my tea and in my puree as well. Okay, so now with the applesauce, you're going to go ham. Use the whole can. Okay, so that was just for the honey and for the sesame ginger marinated dressing, okay? But for this, you're gonna go use the whole can, okay? Okay, and what I do is I just cover this up. Look at that, so pretty. Look at the colors changing. I just cover this up, and this makes such a nice puree for any kind of meat. I do this a lot when I don't have lamb. I mean, when I don't have the sauce for the lamb, which is the mint ham that they sell, and the other sweet apricot sauce as well. So I usually do the apricot fruit one, or I do the mint one. But if I don't have, have that in my pantry, I make my simple puree, my sauces for my lamb for this, especially for lamb, y'all. And that's all you need. So you let it sit, rock out. That is one of the last things that you're going to be warming up before you're done with your whole entire meal. And there you have it. You're going to say bye-byes and let it just sit nice and pretty until everything is done. All right, so your girl's going to get out of this kitchen. I'm going to make sure the rice is cooked before I go get my workout in, go pick up my daughter. Crazy. Workout done. Okay. Finish my Tuesday. Okay guys, so I'm up in my kitchen. Workout's on. Food is all done, completely done. The only thing we have to do now is puree that beautiful, delicious sauce, sesame ginger, and that honey all together. Puree it in this pot right here. So I'm going to give you a little sneak peek of everything done. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do a flip side. All right, guys, so I'm gonna start out with the beautiful rib racks that we made into a lovely crown. So ladies, fix your crown in your kitchen. All right, so voila, look at that. Yummy, 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 yummy. So, cooked to perfection. Oh my God. I know me and my daughter are gonna indulge in this. We're gonna sink our teeth into this. Cooked to perfection. Look at that. So good. And I did another 3 miles today, so I'm so proud of myself. And I do plan on taking a little walk later. I'm doing double workouts. Okay. Not every day. You gotta let your muscles rest. So here goes the beautiful rice. Look at that. The jalapeno rice. A light golden brown. That's how I wanted it. Look at that. So pretty. And voila. Look at those potatoes. OMG. Your girl. All right, so here's our puree, and we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna move this back a little bit because I do have some stuff on there. I don't want to set nothing in fire. Okay, but we do keep this at a very low heat. I'm gonna just turn it up, so about a medium low. Okay, and all you do, guys, is just pour it in. That's it. Pour it in. You already did the work. You already did the mixing, the prepping, and all that good stuff. So that's it. That's all you have to do. Okay, guys. So you see that nice little bubble? That's how you want it. You want to get it to a nice thickness. Okay. Look at that. That's going to be some nice dipping around that nice rib rack. All right, so at this point, I'm going to turn it down, okay? And we're going to go ahead and start our setup here. So I'm going to move this over here so it can cool off so you can see how I do all this loveliness right in front of your eyes. All right, so let's get right to the rib rack. How beautiful. So good. Good Lord. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull it out with all those juices, and I'm gonna stick it right here. Look how pretty. Look at that. Yummy, 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 yummy. All right, and I like that fatty piece, so I'm gonna place it just like that so you guys can see it, and then we'll do a couple views with this. All right, so you have some great juices in here. Ladies, whenever you have some great juices like that, save it, freeze it, and you can use it into a soup. You can use it into, it's like a broth. You can use it for whatever you want to cook in your kitchen. Broth, you can use broth for anything. All right, guys, so I'm going to move this back over here. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. All right, so what I want to do for you guys today, I want to show you how beautiful you can present your food with this lovely rib rack. Simple, very simple. I'm going to move this over so you have a closer look at that. Look at that. I'm going to turn it around a little bit so you can see that's the fatty part. That's where we clipped everything together. Look how beautiful that is. Oh my God. So good. All right, so we're going to keep it right there where the fatty part is at. And I hope you guys are getting a really good view of that. Look at that. Look, look, look. I'm just going to give you a nice little... And we'll do an up close once inside out, cook to perfection. Once I do everything what I want to do here. All right, so the first thing I do is I grab my jalapeno onion rice. Okay. And I'm going to dig in this rice, and let's take a look at that rice closer. Look at all those jalapeno peppers. I only used a few, guys. Some onions, yellow onions. So make sure you take notes if you choose to make this lovely meal. Okay, and what I'm gonna do, guys, I am going to stuff the middle. Yes, with some of this lovely rice. Okay. Now this is just my presentation to you guys, but me and my daughter are gonna definitely cut it up just like this on our plates, but I want to show you how lovely you can do things in your kitchen. Okay, and I'm looking for some of those jalapeno peppers, so make sure you can see that on the top. So pretty, look at that. We're gonna stick some of those in there, so I'm gonna kind of run my fingers through this rice a little bit, because remember, we only put a few, but just for presentation, I want it to look absolutely gorgeous, and I want to make sure you guys get a good view of all that, the chickpea, all that good stuff. All right, that's pretty good for now, okay? Next we are gonna take these lovely potatoes, y'all. These simple ingredients that I use to make these lovely potatoes. Okay, making sure it's still recording here. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna take our puree, guys. We're gonna take this puree first, and we are gonna pour it all around the loveliness of this lovely rib rack. Look at that, so good. Look how pretty that looks, y'all. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you make sure you get every little bit in there, that you actually get a nice little round puree around that beautiful rib rack. Okay, and we are also going to, we're gonna take some of that broth, okay? I'm right over here, guys. I'm just stealing some of that broth that I just told you can preserve in your refrigerator and your freezer, and I'm gonna add it all over that delicious rib rack. Look at that. Your girl. All right, so last but least, need a little drum roll here. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and grab those lovely potatoes. And I don't want to mess them up because they look really pretty, and I want to really preserve them around this. And we're just gonna go ahead and dress this beautiful thing up with these beautiful potatoes. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay guys, so this is it. This is my beautiful, lovely presentation today. I love you guys so very much. As you know, all my subs, all my family, all my friends that continue to support me. On all praises for me to get that food truck this summer, because like I said, COVID messed a lot of my plans up. So everything's looking super good for July. I'm so proud of myself, my kids, how far we've come trying to put this together to make sure that we're able to do that this summer. So I just want to ask everybody to please continue to support me, and I will have an update. Hopefully I can do another podcast and have an update when I do start and I have my food truck. So you guys will be posted on absolutely everything. And again, your girl, from my family to yours, everybody start getting ready, girls. Fix your crown up in your kitchen. Start getting ready to chef up and show your family what you got. All right. So thank you guys. Love you so very much. I'm ready to enjoy this. Yummy, yummy.